So, hi,
Hi.
thank you for coming in today. No, I want to thank you for just spending your time with me and sharing
Mhm.
some thoughts with me on today. Anything that we say here is confidential between you and I, unless, you know, I may feel that you may harm yourself or someone else, then I might have to go and counsel with some other professionals. But other than that, I'm here to support you in anything that you're going through. So what brings you here today?
I just wanted to talk to you about some things that I experienced when I was a child and see how I can cope with it later on in life so it don't affect me too bad.
Okay. So where would you like to start?
Um, it started with my oldest brother. Like I lived with my aunt and then she had custody of us, but he always wanted to be like a father figure, so he felt as though it's okay for him to discipline me in the worst way. So it had an effect on me while I was growing up, but I'm still trying to like manage it. And he's trying to have a relationship with me, but I'm a little standoffish and I try not to be. He just feels as though I should just up and accept it and move on from it when it's really not that easy. Because it wasn't done to him, it was done to me, and he was the one doing it. So, yeah.
So when you talk about it, like you still feel a little restricted about talking about it. How come?
Because I don't know, it's like I feel like if I talk about it, it's not going to do anything for me. Like I want closure, but I don't know how to go about getting closure.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you are trying to find a even place between what had happened
Mhm.
and trying to renew the relationship that you have with him now.
Mhm.
And even though you want it, you still feel some resilience
Yeah.
about going through with it.
Yeah.
Um, Take me back to some of the things that he has done to you.
Um. So my aunt is the type of person that feels like everything is disrespectful. So if she feels disrespected, she will call him, and he would discipline me, as in beat me, as in make me take all my clothes off when he shouldn't have made me done. That type of stuff. And then just be rude and disrespectful, and he felt as though, oh, I'm just trying to protect you and prevent you from doing stuff that your mom did or whatever the case may be, when they don't realize that I'm not that type of female, which was the issue. So how do you expect me to just forget about all of that when it was my whole childhood?
So you think some of his actions was related and associated to how your mom was
Yeah,
raised?
yeah.
And when you talk about your mom, what type of feelings do you feel?
Embarrassment, disappointment, but what can you do?
When you say can you do, what do you mean?
You just gotta, people say you just gotta accept it, but I think I don't want to accept it, but I feel like I just have to. I have to make myself realize that this is who she is, this is how she's not gonna change, so what more can you do?
Okay, so as you were talking, we reflected a little bit about your brother and his discipline ways. But
Hmm.
what I also got out of that is that you have some association of his actions with how your mom was.
Hmm.
Um, when you think about all of those emotions, what feeling word do you feel?
Like I feel, I mean, now I'm a lot better than what I was before, but before I was confused, I was hurt, I don't know, I wasn't in a good place, mindset wise.
So you keep saying I was there.
Hmm.
So you're now in another place, another setting, another feeling.
Hmm.
How did you get through that?
I just felt like maybe if I make peace with myself and just let it go, then maybe that can make it better. Like when I'm around him now, it's still like a, but I'm only around him because I'm close to one of my other brothers. So if he's not around, then I'm not gonna be around my oldest brother.
Oh, okay.
So I try, but he still notices that I act really weird towards him.
What are some of the behaviors you do?
Like towards him,
Mm-hmm.
um, like he'd greet me, hey sis. I'm like, hey, and he'd try to talk to me, but like it's like I want to talk, but I really don't want to talk.
Would you associate some of those feelings and some of those actions because of your mom's behavior as well?
Um, I mean, yeah, because um, she is the reason why I was living with my aunt, but that still didn't give him the right to discipline me because he isn't my father. But my aunt allowed him to do it. So,
Let's talk about your aunt. You mentioned her a couple of times.
um, so I lived with her. Me and my brother lived with her since I was 6 and he was 8, and me and her never really had a good relationship. So she would, I don't know. I feel like when it came to me and her, she reflected of what she did or the mistake she made, and she didn't want me to make it. But they don't realize that I'm just not that type of female. They tried to stop me from doing stuff that they thought I was doing that wasn't even happening because I guess she made mistakes when she was younger, and they tried. Like I don't know.
We talked about your brother, and then we talked about your sister. I mean, your mother. I'm sorry. We talked about your aunt,
Mhm.
and you feel as though they want you to be one way,
Mhm.
but who you want to be is someone totally different.
Mhm.
Give me a comparison between the person who they want you to be and the person that you want to be.
Well, I wouldn't say what they want me to be. It's what they think of who they think I was and who I
Mm-hmm.
actually am.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they thought I was like one of those fast girls that like being around boys and having sex and all of that, but that's not who I am. I don't even like being around boys, and I wasn't never having sex, but they just made assumptions because I keep to myself and I don't tell them anything. But that don't give you the right to just, oh, she's not talking to me. Let me just put it out there. Like that doesn't make it right. How about you ask? But it's what you say. It's no, it's how you say it, not always what you say. So yeah,
So what type of tone did they use with you?
it's like you know how they say you're talking at me instead of talking to me? It
Mm.
was that type of situation like all the time. So, which wasn't good.
And when they use that type of attitude that I'm talking to you tone, what type of headspace were you in at the time?
Um, it's you. I'm used. It's like I don't know. I was more so confused because I couldn't wrap my head around why you jumping to conclusions because you made those mistakes when you were younger, but I'm not that girl. So why can't you just see that?
Mm.
I graduated high school. I never dropped out. I don't have a record. I'm not pregnant. I'm actually doing well for myself. So why can't you congratulate me or be proud of me instead of thinking of all the negative things that you've done?
Mm.
It's so hard for them. I guess it's hard for them, but it's still it doesn't make any sense. And my grandmother telling me don't try to make sense of it because that's just how they are. But it just doesn't make any sense. And I hate when something doesn't make sense to me. When I know in my heart that I didn't do anything wrong. So you just treat me how you want to treat me, and I'm just supposed to be okay with that.
You don't really accept that.
No.
So, you mentioned your grandmother as support. Is she someone who you could go to and you can
Yeah, all
talk
the
and
time. Yeah.
and what type of conversations do you have?
Like I will call her if something's bothering me. I will call her when my mom does something or whenever there's an issue or just to check up on her, it's not always like personal or whatever, just to make sure she's okay. She's definitely someone that I can count on.
Okay, that's great. You know, you have a support. It's not
Yeah.
all just the pulling and the pulling and the
Mhm.
pulling. You do have someone that you can talk to, and I find that to be excellent. Your thought pattern I see is just being above what their image is of
Mhm.
where where you are.
Mhm.
I see that you say to get forward and past it, you try to block everything that they say out.
Mhm.
Is that always the case? Do you feel sometimes you do embrace some of the things that they say?
I do. I let it affect me, and I shouldn't, but it's family, so you wouldn't think that they would want to hurt you. So it does get to me, but I try to block it out because I gotta realize that's not who I am.
What are some things that you do to block it out and get away from all of that?
Um, like I'll sit there and think about it, and then I'll just be like, I don't know. I just really, really try hard to ignore it. I gotta keep telling myself, Kiana, that's not who you are. That's not who you are. So let them think what they want to think. Let them feel how they want to feel. They're entitled to their opinion. You have yours, and just so be it.
Mm.
But then I would be like, well, I don't understand why they feel that way towards me. So it's like a back and forth. Like I'm battling with my own emotions.
Mm.
So
When you're battling your own emotions, what in that moment, what type of feeling is it? Is it anger? Is
it's
it
anger. It's anger and disappointment.
mm. Can you describe that a little more? Give me a little depth to that.
Um, So because I've like gone through a lot of stuff, I tend to push people away when it comes to my emotions. Like it's people that actually do care about me, and they'll be like, "Oh, what's wrong?" I'm like, "Nothing." Or I always tell someone that I'm okay when I know I'm not, because I had to grow up and learn how to be strong and not let anything bother me or try not to let it affect me and just so I'll push them away, which isn't good because I never had someone who can give me affection, can
Mm.
show me that it's okay to cry. So I just be like, no, I'm okay. Like I'm fine. I can handle it, which is bad because it's people that actually care, and I just feel like I don't. It's not that I don't want their help, but then again I feel bad, but it's I don't know how else to deal with that. I don't know how to let people in, so I get frustrated.
Frustrated.
Yeah.
Frustrated. Um, what I heard in that is that even though you battle, you still want something like you. It's going back to what you said earlier. You just want to be. You want them to see who you are
Mhm.
and all of that. What you realize though is that it's a battle of your emotions in the midst of it because
Mhm.
they're doing it and it's affecting you, but then you're also causing that self-affliction feeling
Mhm.
on yourself too, frustration from
Mhm.
it. When doing so, do you feel that you're stronger in that moment or you're weaker?
I feel stronger because it helps me. It just makes my mindset stronger. Like, but then it's bad because I'll be like, it's okay. I'll keep saying it's okay when I know it's not okay. So it's like I'm lying to myself partially because I want it to be okay. So I'll tell myself it's okay, but that doesn't make it okay.
When you say it doesn't make it okay, you're
It
talking about
doesn't. Yeah,
their
it doesn't
actions.
make it okay that I'm lying to myself because I want
Mm,
it to be okay.
okay. So when are there times where you feel that you should go to them and express yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. But I get shut down, or it's I didn't do anything to you, or I don't know why you feel that way, or yeah, that's usually the case. So it's like, okay, well, if I know what their reaction is going to be and I know how that's going to affect me, then I just don't say anything.
You take their opinions very harshly.
Yeah, and then I shouldn't. I know.
Wow.
Because it's like, if I'm telling you that you're doing something that's hurting me and you don't see that it's hurting me, or you feel as though you didn't do anything wrong, why do you feel like that? But then again, it's like, why do you care if they feel like that?
Or do you care?
I don't know. I still don't know.
How do you feel right now about why do they care? Why should you care?
Mm. I don't know. It's like a whatever type of situation. Like, okay, they don't care, they don't care. They should, but they don't, so just accept it.
You keep saying accept it. Why accept it?
I don't know. I get what you're saying though. Yeah.
So, you know, with exploring all the feelings that you did, even going back to, how you associate your brother's behavior for your mother's, whatever she did behavior, and then have your aunt to piggyback against, your feelings towards that, it seemed like that's a cloudy space for you right now. That's something that you don't see clearly, you can't manage as much. So when you continue to think about those things and process those things, I would want you to do like a SMART goal objective. And what that is, you make a specific goal that you want to fix going towards that relationship. So if you just want to be able to talk to your brother a little bit more, you'll write specifically, I would like to speak to him for 5 to 10 minutes. In that time period, I would like to be able to express this, this, and this. It's a specific, it's a time period, and what you need out of it. Um, the M stands for how would you measure it. So after you have this encounter, I would like you to post write. While talking to him, I felt this, this, and this. I don't know why I felt this and this. Maybe I want to explore this, this, and this. Um, After you do that, you make sure that it's something that is going to be accurate for you. Is not for him. He did what he did, but now you're trying to replenish whatever it is, and that accurate is for you. I want this to happen because I need closure. I heard you say closure. Like I need this closure, so I need to know why I feel this way. R is relative. Once again, um, just the relative part of it. He's still my family member. I still want that relationship with my brother, and do it in a timely fashion. It's not gonna happen in a week. We want everything to happen in a week, but we need to like space it out. So within the next 30 days, I would like to know this incident.
Okay.
So, you're just journaling how you can explore the feelings and do it in a reasonable for you. Um, I also like the fact that you do have that support with your grandmother. You always need somebody in that, your corner. So at the time of feeling certain ways, I want you to reach out to her. I mean, you already do it, but continue to do that because she'll give you that encouragement and probably help you figure out some other reasons why you're you're going through what you're going through. Um, so with that, we talked about that a little bit. What else is bothering you?
That's it. That's just about
That's
it.
that's just about it. It's your family more so. Um, so next time you come in, I guess we'll start off from there. I actually some things that you did within your book, and we'll piggyback from where you started. Yeah.
Okay.
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 Thank you.